Hello, my name is Shiji and I'm the host of Spoiler Alert Podcast. Now, not too long ago, Funimation announced that Your Name will be playing in theaters here in the United States starting April 7, 2017. But before Your Name does officially come out in the United States, I do want to recommend you guys check out some of Makoto Shinkai's previous works. As some of you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Makoto Shinkai and his movies, so it's only fitting for me to do this video. So basically, here are the movies that are available in the United States and where you can buy them. So first off, I do want to show off my Shinkai collection. This has The Place Promised in Her Early Days, as well as Voices of a Distant Star. Now, this collector's edition, I don't know if you can find it anywhere else, but I did find it on Amazon for $89.99 for these two movies. And it wasn't through Amazon, it was through like a third-party seller, so this is kind of hard to find. But if you're a huge Shinkai fan, then I would recommend purchasing the collection. So let's talk about Voices of a Distant Star. Now, this specific DVD does come with a short called She and Her Cat, which is a 7-minute short that's packed full of feels. It's a black and white short. I think he did it all himself, just like the movie, but it's really good if you guys can find it somewhere. Just to watch for 7 minutes, I highly recommend it. But let's talk about the movie. So Voices of a Distant Star is a 25-minute film. Shinkai basically did it all himself. And in the original movie, he and his then girlfriend voiced the two characters. I think in the official release, they had someone else do it though. But basically, the movie is about a young couple where one of them is sent off to space to fight some aliens. But the main story isn't about the aliens, it's more about their connection with each other through text message. See, as the girl who gets sent off to space gets farther and farther away from Earth, the text messages that they're sending to each other takes longer and longer to receive. So at first, it takes maybe a few minutes for text messages to be sent, then a few days, then weeks, and eventually years. And these text messages are basically the only thing that connects her back to Earth. So it's a tragic love story, but it's a beautifully done story, and I highly recommend it. This is probably my second favorite Shinkai film. Next up is The Place Promised in Her Early Days. This movie is actually a full production movie, so it wasn't just him doing it, there was a bunch of other people working on it. And the story is a little bit more convoluted than Voices of a Distant Star, and it's kind of hard to explain without telling too much of the story, but I still would recommend watching it because it's still beautifully done. Now, both these movies are available on Amazon through third-party sellers. When I checked, there was only like a few left in stock, so I would recommend checking if they're still there, but I don't even know if they're still there now. But if you guys want it, you guys gotta go get a look for it because these are hard to find. So next up is the well-known 5 centimeters per second. This is my favorite Shinkai film of all time. Well, it might change after watching Your Name, but as of right now, this is my favorite. So most people already know of 5 centimeters per second. It's probably the most well-known movie of Shinkai's. But for those who don't know of the movie, it's basically another story of two young lovers who slowly drift apart after one of them moves to the countryside. So you can actually purchase this movie on Blu-ray as well. This is just the DVD version, but you can purchase the Blu-ray and DVD on Right Stuf and Amazon. And if you did miss any of these, I will have the links to where you can purchase them in the description. Next up is Children Who Chase Lost Voices. Now, this is my least favorite Shinkai film. I think he was trying to do a Miyazaki style movie, but it didn't really work out very well, and it just wasn't a Shinkai film. If you don't want to be disappointed, I would recommend skipping this, but if you are a diehard Shinkai fan like I am, just go ahead and power through it, but again, don't expect much from it. But that's just my opinion. This Blu-ray is available on Right Stuf and Amazon. And last but not least, Garden of Words. Now, to this date, Garden of Words is the most beautifully done Shinkai film there is. There's a lot of pictures out there comparing the actual location of where this story takes place and the animation of it, and they almost look the same because that's how beautifully well done this movie is. So the story actually follows the relationship between a high school boy and a female teacher. But it's not so much of a romantic relationship, but more of a platonic one. And it focuses around the feeling of wanting to be with someone when you're lonely. So don't get caught up too much on the whole teacher-student relationship. There's not really much of a romance going on, but I highly recommend this movie as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it. For those of you guys who have seen Shinkai's works before, which is your favorite movie? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. And if you have yet to subscribe to Spoiler Alert Podcast, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But that is it for me. I will see you all next time.